Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with another episode of The Binding of Isaac. Very excited to hop in. Um, it's been a minute since I've recorded a video, so I decided let's come back into making videos by going absolutely random with the character that we're using today. Who's it gonna be? That's incredibly ironic. Very funny, actually. But we're starting with Mom's bottle of pills and Compass. Compass is very good at, figuring out what our map is. We've also got Bouncy Ball as a trinket, which is fantastic. Let's pop this bad boy. We now know that range down's bad. And we also have an Are You the Wizard pill that I use for my spacebar. I kind of clicked spacebar to hopefully get a different run than usual, which, obviously we usually do Eden runs. So this is kind of funny, but also, Kaboom is such a great starting item. We love it. Still got Are You the Wizard? Are You a Wizard? Oh my lord. Not starting with a lot of health. Very concerned about that. Especially since I am not starting off very hot. Who knows, this might be a very fun, quickly scrapped. What do I want from this? What do I want from this? I gotta think with my brain for a second. I gotta remember how to... I'm pretty sure... Okay. Had to make sure. Yeah, let's just go straight into the boss because I really don't think there's much else we can do. And hopefully we don't die, Obviously if we do die, we'll just restart. I don't feel very confident, but also, sometimes I surprise myself. We gotta lock in a little bit though. I really thought that was it. I thought that was the end right there. I'm coming off of, a pretty long day. I'm recording this on Monday. So I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning to watch football. And football days are usually really good. And of course I went into this morning with very excited expectations with the Patriots playing the Steelers today. And I didn't think much of the matchup. I thought we had all of the necessary facets / abilities to be able to win a football game against the Steelers, which I feel like in a lot of ways we proved. I thought in every which way we could have beaten the Steelers, but of course that's not what the end game score reflects. We ended up losing, I think, 21-14. As a team, we gave up 21 points, but only scored 14 in a game where we had 5 turnovers. I don't think we're gonna pause that thought. I clicked that button. Fuck it. We're just gonna roll with this. We're not gonna pick up doors. All right, restarting the run, obviously, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, just those were 5 of the worst turnovers I had ever seen. Absolutely, holy crap, this is a fucking doozy of a room. Goddamn. Locked in, kind of, not really. But yeah, some of the worst play from an offensive standpoint I've ever seen. Very sloppy, not very fun to watch. Had to watch 2 potential touchdown drives end up being turnovers within the 5-yard line. I can't begin to explain, just as a viewer, how insane that felt watching. It happened once is one thing, but then see it happen again, like, I think the very next drive was insane. Going from the Drake May interception to the Ramondre Stevenson fumble on the goal line, no less. Like, goddamn, dude. It's fucking like, I don't even know really where to begin with my thoughts, other than just I feel like I'm stating the obvious. Like, dude, that can't happen, man. Ramondre Stevenson fumbled twice. Antonio Gibson fumbled once. Even Drake May, our quarterback, fumbled once. And then obviously he threw an interception. So 2 turnovers from essentially our two best players on offense. Some would say maybe. Yeah, not very cool. Not very poggers. Guillotine is such a, in my opinion, a terrible early game item, man. Once you're in the late game, I find it to be like just like a fun little damage up. But dude, in the early game when I actually have to like fucking deal with the repercussions of having a stupid ass pattern for shooting, it's so annoying, man. Oh, that's good. It's actually exactly what we needed. Now we can go to the next floor. Let's go this way. Heck yeah. What were some other games that I watched today? I watched the Jets game. That was... I didn't watch much of the Jets game, I'll be honest. I usually just watch the Patriots and then I watch Red Zone, so kind of got the Jets game from what I watched on Red Zone, but it honestly was looking like a really good comeback from the Jets. You know, they looked pretty down and out and then stormed back with that field goal blocked field goal. And seeing the Jets head coach be so excited, and I can only assume my family was very excited too. If I haven't mentioned before, essentially like my whole family that cares about football are Jets fans, and I'm the only Patriots fan. But I bet they were jumping up for joy. But of course they left, sadly, just enough time on the clock to let Baker Mayfield do his thing and come back. We're gonna take this one. That sucks. We're definitely going to keep Telepathy for Dummies. I can't believe I forgot about this item during our last boss fight. Would have definitely helped the whole dealing with guillotine problem that I was just complaining about. If I had used my brain even a little bit, probably would have been fine. But oh well, you live and learn. Or so they say. I haven't. I really thought I might have been able to lock in there for a second. Alright, we're going to press spacebar, and hopefully we'll be able to deal with this dude pretty easy. I say after I get hit, of course. I feel like we got enough hearts to, you know, very chill, like, check out the Devil Room. But then again, I say that, and then I get absolutely roasted by the end of the game where I never have enough health. So maybe I should just play it safe and say Angel Rooms. You know what I mean? Let's see how experimental treatment treats us. Ooh, it gave us a heart, so I think we're gonna go in. You know what? It's a damage up plus fear shot. I feel like there's no reason not to take it, especially after the damage down that experimental treatment gave us. It's not a bad idea. I am happy with my decision, and I stand by that. And plus, Fear Shot's pretty good early game, especially with enemies like this that chase you. It's pretty good. Hello there, Spider. Take that key. Hopefully an easy room. We gotta remember to use that white fire to go into the... Okay. Item rooms have been kind of shit for me. I didn't want to complain about it, but I feel like 3 in a row that's like practically not takeable is justification for me to complain a little bit. That's kind of stupid, kind of ridiculous, in my very, very humble opinion. A bit stupid, innit? But regardless, we press. Our damage is pretty good right now. Our tiers are in a pretty good spot. I think that's what's really making it feel like we got good damage right now. Although 5.5 is really good for the 3rd floor. Want to take care of that effer. Check me censoring my voice. Good job, Troy. We'll see how good we can take out this guy. Oof. He scares me, man. If there's a boss that scares me, it's this dude. Because his second half, when he starts slamming on people, that is scary. Luckily, I can take out these little leeches with one hit, so they can't overwhelm me like they have sometimes done in the past. This is the slam thing I'm talking about. Yep, there's that. But we were able to do that. Screw is awesome. No devil deal, but screw, you know, it's a core stat up, which is definitely necessary. How long have I been holding this Hierophant card? You guys weren't going to say anything about that? That's kind of effed up, not going to lie. We're going to just quickly go and verify that I know where I think it's just right here. Yeah. The mirror room. That's what I was going to say. It's a very quick, very small floor. Like, incredibly small floor. So, should be done with this pretty quick and pretty simple. And yeah, we'll be able to obviously recharge our telepathy for dummies. And be able to use it in this upcoming boss fight. And hopefully we'll get another stat up. I wouldn't hate a damage up or even a health up. Like, if it was something as simple as breakfast, I would take breakfast at this point because our core stats are pretty good. Or they're manageable for sure. I shouldn't be complaining about 5.5 and then nearly max tiers. And yeah, we're just trying to pray for a freaking normal ass item room. Normal ass item room would be nice. I would say thank you to that. We can hit you now, please. Thank you. So sweet of you, so sweet. Thanks, sugar. Alright, this room. If any room's gonna give me problems, it's gonna be this one. Absolutely skirted past that one enemy. I don't know if you guys saw that drive by where I just somehow didn't get hit. We'll take it, man. Don't like you. Whoa, secret room. Obviously doesn't have anything on the mirror floor, but it's good to know for the future. Alright, if there is anything I can do, I'm going to try to maybe bomb this guy once he gets half health. Well, that's not the way to do it, so we're just going to actually just do this vanilla. I absolutely fucked it up. We managed to no-hit it anyway. Sweet. Actually, Placenta's a fantastic health up because I get periodic passive health ups regardless of whether or not I can find hearts. That's something good about Placenta, is that sometimes they're just like, yeah, you know what? You're missing red hearts. Let's go give you some. They're very kind like that. I think this is where the normal secret room is. And then I can bomb into the boss challenge room. And take... frankly, range up, sure, man. Just because I feel like we have pretty good boss killing damage at the moment, it seems at least. I don't feel nervous about fighting the boss, especially since this guy didn't do many slams. I'm surprised about that, but we'll take it, you know? And then we'll press spacebar for this dude. This dude's scary. I honestly took the range up because I know that I'll be doing telepathy for dummies, and so range is pretty important for that to be extremely viable, especially in the later game. So yeah, we took that, absolutely killed it. You know, I feel like I've been surprisingly mellow today. I don't know what that is. You know, like I said, it's been a pretty long day for me. I don't have any bombs, so I'm not gonna go check. We have a lot of money now, so wouldn't hurt to check this out. We're gonna buy the key back, and then we'll be on our way. I don't feel the need to buy ladder. I don't want ladder. But yeah, I think it might be because of the whole like me being up since 2 o'clock thing that's kind of keeping me so quiet and chillax. But you know, I'm fucking with it, and I hope y'all are fucking with it too. And we kind of keep pressing, you know. I hope that I can continue to make this video somewhat entertaining for the couple of people that watch. You know, I've noticed, you know, like I mentioned in like the last video that like sometimes I get weird crazy ass spikes of viewership, but I didn't mention that I'm always consistently getting like a certain amount of views, and so I know, like, you know, I consistently get a certain amount of people that genuinely come back and watch my videos, and for those people, like anybody who watches my videos, I'm very thankful for. But for those couple few that are always checking out my videos, like, that means the world, you know. I know most of you probably know me and you're just showing support because you're my friend, and I think honestly that speaks volumes more than, you know, if you were anybody else. And I appreciate y'all. Ooh, whoa. You know, I think I've been playing this new update long enough to kind of notice that I don't... I'm going to say notice a lot. I've been playing this update a lot to realize that the new item description that's actually in the game is super good. Like, it's so good that, like, I've kind of forgotten about the old mod that I was using, and I've kind of just adopted this one to be, I guess, fact. Like, that's just the way it is, you know? It's almost like a, oh, it's always been like that. You've always been the caretaker kind of thing. You know? Oh, Lord. It's, I kind of seems random, but, like, saying that reference to the shiny kind of made me remind me of it. I've always noticed that, like, I've been a very, I call it referentially funny person. Like, I like referencing, whether it be like common memes or, whoa, Super Bowl, coming back from the last run that we absolutely failed at. I like making references to things, and I find myself finding things that are funny and then consistently referencing those, and maybe like feeling like by proxy I'm funny because of that. But, you know, I wonder if I'm actually like funny sometimes, or if I'm just like good at referencing things. Does that make sense? You know, so it's something that I keep my mind on. Ooh, Botfly is a really good defensive item. Very good defensive item. Have I found it? Okay. When I was playing with my brother recently, he was telling me how, like, he kind of wishes that that you could see the item rarity or item level of the items we were picking up. Like, I know that Botfly is a level 3 item, or whatever it's called, like a tier 3 item, but, you know, you guys wouldn't know that just by seeing it, that, like, it's actually kind of like it's more rare than a tier 1 or tier 2 item. Let's get exactly 15. So yeah, I kind of miss seeing that in the description box, because obviously you would get that with external item descriptions. Sick and easy. Take those. Hopefully we can take care of these guys super easy. I feel like these floating heads are like more annoying than we give it credit for, because there are just so many annoying enemies in the game. But, like, these are like low-key very annoying people, especially the floating heads that, like, are stationary. I feel are the most annoying, because I know that they're there, but sometimes I have trouble, like, getting to them. Like on the first floor of that one run, I don't know if it was this run or it was the last run, but dude, they were like, the room was chock full of them, and they were in stupid positions because of my guillotine. That's right, it was this run. Dude, so annoying to try to deal with them, man. We ended up exploring, like, this whole floor. Good for us. But we should be able to take this guy out, no problem. Especially if we've got telepathy for dummies. If we have homing tiers, this should be super easy. Especially, and Botfly putting in work, because he's genuinely kind of the GOAT. We love him and all he stands for. We love that we got a devil deal. Eye drops is great. Brings us to above cap. We're gonna take 2 black hearts. Grants flight when Isaac has no red hearts. So we're gonna get 4 black hearts if we take up both of these, and lose only 3 red hearts. So I think it is wise to take these and then kind of bet that we're going to lose that 1 red heart later on. That's the devil deal guy in me talking. But I think it's sound logic if you really think about it. And if you don't get it, you're not a gamer like me. XL floor that almost that essentially guarantee, well, depending on if I play well enough to not lose devil deal chance, it pretty much guarantees us the ability to get another devil deal before come on, before, you know, the end of the game, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I freaking hate those headhunters. I don't like know what to call them other than like shell heads, where like you can't hurt them unless they open up. Whether it be the moving ones like we just saw, or the ones that are just like normally on the ground and shit. The only ones I tolerate are the red-headed ones that obviously you can shoot whenever you want, but they have a wider spread of bullets. I like those. I genuinely like. I'd rather deal with those 10 out of 10 times, and I feel like a lot of people agree with me. Frankly, I feel like it's not a necessary thing to deal with. Like, what am I saying? Hairpin doesn't help us. I feel like we always have a fully charged active item because we only use our active item essentially in the boss room. And at this point, it's not even because of necessity. It's more just like for functionality and to make our lives easier, we use it. This room's super easy. Thank God for an easy room. I thought that would have been one of the moments where I'd bite my tongue because I get hit, but nope, we actually ended up taking care of that pretty easily. Guillotine really is like kind of freaking me out a bit. I still haven't really gotten used to it, and I've been using it all run. Am I hearing weird noises coming from these dudes? I don't know if I fucks with that. Guillotine's like so just like difficult to like hit these enemies with, man. Alright, there we go. We're definitely gonna open this bad boy. Free! We love free. Oh god. We're gonna actually press our spacebar for these enemies. Fuck. It's because we want to take those out as quick as possible, because those are some of my least favorite enemies as well. We have gotten hit, so this room doesn't matter at all. We're gonna press spacebar in this room because big rooms like this already give 2 points towards your active item, 2 charges if you will. So it's pretty much, I'm gonna say free, but it, like, you know what I mean, like as soon as we finish this room, we're gonna fully charge our active item anyway, so it'd be silly not to use it. It's almost like leaving elixir on the table in Clash Royale. All my Clash heads know what I'm talking about. Am I white or am I white? I got hit more than I wanted to. Oh. Spacebar, because it's kind of a boss. I just want to take care of him as quick as possible. Botfly, I think, has helped a lot in reducing the amount of damage I take due to me being lost with Guillotine. We're going to take this dude, and we'll be on our way. Yeah, I was really proud of myself though. Shoot. This last night's into fuck, dude. Like, okay, Guillotine's really pissing me off now in the late game, because these enemies are getting harder to deal with at my skill level. ... But come on, get over here, bro. Why are you shooting me if I can't shoot you? I think that's against the rules or something. Okay. Fuck. I get pissed off. Yeah, I was really proud of myself. I was actually able to get like a normal amount of sleep last night, even though you're supposed to run away from me because you're feared, but that's okay if you don't want to like follow the rules of the fucking game. Yeah, I told myself that I wanted to get like a normalish amount of sleep last night, and I managed to kind of do that. I fell asleep 7:30 Sunday night, and I woke up at 1 a.m. so that I was able to make the 2 a.m. Game time that I gave myself. I was like really impressed that I was able to get. I think that ended up being like, I don't know, maybe only 5.5, 6 hours of sleep, but still it was something. Did I go into the item room? I don't think I have. Holy crap. That's kind of important, even though my item rooms have been absolutely dog shit. I think other than Botfly, I haven't picked a single one up. Nope, we gotta backtrack and find it, which is awesome, even though we gotta deal with this room, which I hate that room. Yeah, we also maybe have an opportunity to figure out where our secret room is. I think if I were to bet anywhere, it'd be right here. I was wrong, so I don't feel very confident looking anywhere else. Hopefully we can get quickly out of this room. Oh, thank God that bomb didn't hit us. I was kind of nervous that it was going to. Give us hearts. Or one of these ones I figured out yet. Nope, both unidentified. Check them out. Speed up's awesome. Tears up is oh so amazing. Wow. Actually, that's gonna hit me. That's gonna hit me, and there's nothing I could fucking do about it. We love those. I'm finding myself being fucking stupid this run. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that Tears Up is awesome, and I didn't realize that we would be so high above the tier cap. I wonder what's giving us that. Frankly, just giving us that. I didn't realize until it was too late that that was a bad chest that was gonna hurt us. And this room really, literally does nothing for us other than hurt us. Actually, if I stand, can I? Breathe in. I am clearly one hit away from absolutely losing this run because I picked up. I'm just gonna keep my distance here. We're actually gonna click spacebar so that I have a range up, and maybe I can keep my distance away from these people without them being able to reach me. And we are on the hunt for hopefully some kind or form of health. Wow, these guys really just decided. All right, y'all. First game back in a while. You know, I obviously went on like a couple day hiatus, and I feel like it definitely showed this run. I'd like to blame Guillotine on a lot of it. That item was really annoying me down the line once I actually had to like utilize, you know, skill to get through some of those rooms. I apologize for not, you know, giving the best content, but I would hope that you, at this point, at episode 15, you kind of know that you're not watching me for like skill, you know. But either way, I appreciate all of you guys that watch me, and I can't wait to post another video, hopefully tomorrow, but you know, whenever I do, I'm always excited to record. So I appreciate y'all, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.